to Manila at the age of 14. He started boxing while working as a construction worker just to send money home to his mother. He eventually made the Philippines national amateur boxing team. His record as an amateur, 60 wins and 4 losses. He made his professional debut in 1995. During his career, he has been regarded by boxing historians as one of the greatest professional boxers of all time. He is the only boxer in history to win 12 major world titles in 8 different weight divisions. He is also the first boxer in history to win the lineal championship in 5 different weight divisions, as well as being the first boxer in history to win major world titles in 4 of the original 8 weight divisions of boxing. In July 2019, he became the oldest welterweight world champion in history at the age of 40, and the first boxer to become recognized 4-time welterweight champion. He also holds the record of being the only boxer to hold world titles in 4 different decades. He was named Fighter of the Decade for the 2000s by the Boxing Writers Association of America, WBC, WBO, and HBO. He is also a 3-time Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year, winning both awards in 2006, 2008, and 2009, and the Best Fighter ESPY Award in 2009 and 2011. In 2016, he was ranked 2nd on ESPN's list of top boxers pound per pound of the past 25 years. BoxRec ranks Pacquiao as the 3rd greatest boxer pound for pound of all time, as well as the greatest Asian boxer of all time. He is also the longest reigning top 10 active boxer on the Ring's pound for pound list. He is former WBC flyweight champion, former IBF super bantamweight champion, former WBC super featherweight champion, former WBC lightweight champion, the former WBO welterweight champion, and the former WBA and WBC super welterweight champion. Unfortunately, he is unable to be here today, but we're talking about Manny Pacquiao. And ladies and gentlemen, to present and to accept, on his behalf, from the Philippine Boxing Hall of Fame, Hermie Rivera.
We are all so good evening. The 7,641 islands of the Philippines were the fertile grounds that produced heroes. First, there was a guy named Lapu-Lapu, the first Filipino warrior to resist foreign conquerors back in 1521. His name is etched in the hearts and minds of every Filipino. Second, there are the overseas Filipino workers. They are the dedicated soldiers, healthcare workers, frontline workers, respiratory therapists, and tonight, the chefs, cooks, and waiters that most likely prepared our feast today. The most celebrated of all Filipino heroes, then and now, are the boxers. My father used to call them little brown dolls. They were fighters who were exported to Australia and the United States to save the fight game as early as 1910s and the 1920s. The most accomplished and celebrated of them all is our next inductee. Manny Pacquiao Sr. embodies the Filipino spirit with hard work, ingenuity, and generosity, much like the Filipino heroes that came before him. He is, just to repeat what's already been known, he is boxing's only division champion. He parlayed his skills and became a congressman, a senator, and ultimately the premier ambassador of the sweet science. He created his MP promotions to help future champions. His Manny Pacquiao Foundation aims to inspire future humanitarians. On behalf of the 102 million Filipinos and 5 million more Filipino descent worldwide, we thank Mr. Rick Ferris, Mr. Dan Hanley, and our newfound friends at the West Coast Boxing Hall of Fame for honoring one of the best fighters of the modern era, Manny Pacquiao. Mabuhay, salamat, long live, and thank you.